We've done all we can with that item.
Okay.
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay.
We've done all we can with that item.
So we can do it this way.
We've done all we can with that item. We've done all we can with that item. We've done all we can with that item.
Okay, so
we've done all we can with that item. We've done all we can with that item.
Okay, there we have it.
We've done all we can with that item.
Yeah, this is the best way to find out if there's anything more to do with the item or nothing more to do with the item. Just go anywhere to just drag the evidence. I would really like to find out more about this Mr. Ackerman. No. 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 The reason I'm doing this is because I think there's more to him than meets the eye. No, there's nothing here. Okay. So let's talk to Brass again and see if we can find get any the other warrant for Mr. Ackerman.
You're in luck. One of our
Yay.
hawk-eyed detectives found your turkey in a dumpster by the gallery.
Hmm.
It's got a broken beak and a few other surprises. Give it a close look.
Good.
Hey, Warwick. I could use an update on the art gallery homicide.
Sure. First, our new CSI is all over this thing. We've already got time of death and the murder weapon.
Not bad for your first night.
Thank you,
Yeah, well,
Kat.
let's not break our hand patting our back. We got miles to go before we sleep. Plenty of leads, but no firm suspects. Any ideas, Kat?
Sometimes the evidence we collect has more evidence on it. I suggest you give all your evidence another hard look. Murder weapon, especially. May find something key toward completing your trinity.
Okay, rookie. You heard the boss. Let's go back to square one with fresh eyes.
Okay. So we found the victim lying in a pool of blood in the art gallery of Nathan Ackerman. She was killed by a blunt force trauma to the head, back of the skull. Piece of a beak or something was lodged into her brain and was picked up by Doc L. Robbins. So we finally found our weapon of choice here. Here we got something.
So, the perched predator had a feast for his last supper. Let's test the blood to see what type of mammal was on the menu.
Okay. I'm just gonna go thoroughly through this piece of key evidence that we found here.
Who's to say where the substance came from, since our murder weapon was found in that damn dumpster? Collect it, though. You never know. Till you know.
You know? Anything else we can do with this item? Okay, so far no. Okay, let's have a chemical analysis on this trace that we found on the breast of the turkey. Oil-based paint. What do you know? Now, that's about it about that. But we can see if we can find anything else here. Do a DNA comparison with victim's DNA.
Well, the blood on the beak is Rachel's, and the beak fits the wound, so we have our murder weapon. But who killed her?
And oh,
We've done all we can with that item.
okay.
We've done all we can with that item.
There you go.
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay. I missed my time, but I think we're only at a 10-minute marker. But I'm gonna after this case, I'm gonna make myself some dinner and grab something to eat and relax a little bit, and perhaps get back to the next case. So let's just have a confirmation from Doc L, since we already have the murder weapon.
This is a match. This was the item used to bludgeon Rachel to death.
Okay, so we finally
The
got her
puncture wound
answer.
is consistent with the hawk statue's beak. Plus, the fragment I recovered from the head wound matches the beak.
So there we have it. We found the murder weapon. Now, I'm gonna head back to the crime scene to be extra thorough, because I'm not sure, but I think there's more to do here. But I just want to make sure that I'm done.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Mm. Well, better to be safe than sorry.
I can't think of anything pertinent that I haven't already shared.
Okay, that means he has nothing more to say. Nothing more here.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Nothing more here. Okay, we're already gone with this. Okay, let's talk to Brass and see what we can find out. Can I get a warrant on Patrick Milton to search his
You've
studio?
got some good evidence on Patrick. I can call a judge and get a search warrant to cover anything with paint on it. Is that wide enough of a brush for you?
Ha ha ha. Oh, Brass, you're such a comedian. Let's over to your art studio. And in case you're wondering who this guy is, that's Clint Eastwood in The Good and Bad and the Ugly, or A Fistful of Dollars, or A Few Dollars More. One of those three spaghetti westerns.
Hey, do you need a hint?
No. I have no question for you. Do you use squirrel hair brushes?
I usually use red sable, but I probably have a few squirrel brushes, yeah.
The victim's clothing revealed a paintbrush hair.
And you consider that unusual in an art gallery. You have any idea how many artists work in this town? Hundreds. And you'll find thousands of squirrel hair brushes. Good luck to you.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'll cooperate. I know you have a job to do. But understand that I have a job to do myself. Take what you want, and then please leave me to my work to myself. Art doesn't happen. It's a struggle, and I need my solitude. And it may seem callous, but I consider finishing my artwork a higher priority than finding whoever killed Rachel Maddox. Dig into her life, and you'll find as many people not sorry to see her dead as you will squirrel hair brushes.
Can pick up some paint residue on the... Has Nathan Ackerman ever mentioned any financial problems to you?
Suppose there's no way of avoiding this, and why I should want to protect that son of a bitch Ackerman I'll never know. Call it misguided loyalty, but anyway, financial problems is an understatement. He owes me thousands, and over these past 6 months or so, he's come up with some, shall we say, unconventional ways of reimbursing me when cash wasn't handy.
How was he trying to reimburse you?
Well, he offered me his second car, a big screen television from his former rec room, any number of nice, but honestly second-hand items. I took a few of these offers just to help out, but Nathan's still into me for, well, let's just say the notion of him suing me is amusing. I know he often accepts cash payments from clients, for reasons you could probably guess, detectives that you are. If not, ask the IRS. Sometimes he's had enough cash in that safe of his to paper those gallery walls.
What safe are you talking about?
Oh, it's in his back office / stock room. Keeps documents, sales records, and so on in there, I believe.
Well, with cash in that safe, maybe you broke in to claim it was yours. And Rachel Maddox just happened to be there, after hours. The very person you wanted to avoid.
Ridiculous! That's slander!
So sue me.
Okay, so we got some new evidence to consider here. Let's see if we can talk to press about the.
Okay. Seeking evidence of the gallery owner's financial woes, which makes a good motive for murder. I know a judge I can call to open that safe.
Good. Now we can get get into the safe. Let's see if we can find anything there. There we have it. The safe is now open.
Bank records. If Ackerman's got money trouble, this should tell us.
I'm gonna pick that up. We're gonna pick it up. And we found something else here. What about what that is?
What's this? Another controlled substance? Look, I'm no longer a betting man, but if I was...
Yeah, say no more. Now we just got information that this area was searched, so if you go back to the locations tab here, you can see that it's a red marker on the on the gallery office. But we'll be right back after this. And we're back. Now, let's see if we can find anything else here. I doubt it because we're done here. So, I'm just thinking a little bit here. Okay, let's get to the lab here and check out that financial record that we found in his safe. I think let's go and search for specials and links. Documents. Search.
Our gallery guy's busted flatter than a stretched canvas.
Nathan Ackerman has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Huh. If that's not a motive for murder, I don't know what is.
We've done all we can with that item.
Okay. So, what is there left to do in the crime scene? I'm just gonna make sure I'll do everything I can here. Of course, I forgot to swab. And then we have the red dot. So, back to the lab, just to get a confirmation that this, it's the victim's blood on the wall there. There we have the evidence. And the victim.
wall spatter matches the Vic's blood. It's a start. Links her to the crime scene.
Well, duh. It has to be, because otherwise that would be strange. Paint stain. Yeah. Different artists use different kind of paints, and we found some paint stain from Patrick's brushes, so we're gonna check it out.
Bingo. That custom paint from Patrick's brushes matches the paint on the murder weapon.
Meaning? Okay, so and now for the items. We'll go for the bag of powder we found.
Well, well. These samples are the same stash as the other stuff we found. Maybe art isn't all that Mr. Ackerman's dealing.
How's it going?
Hi, Catherine.
Close, Cap. Real close. Rookie's done good so far. We just found more meth at the gallery.
That doesn't fit what Doc Robbins says about the Vic's tox screen. Negative on meth in her system, so it wasn't meth-infused rage, no matter what you found.
Good to know. Okay, Rook. Let's see how somebody just saying yes to drugs figures in.
I'm gonna check out and see if there's anything else we can pick up from this paintbrush.
We've done all we can with that item.
And that's a no. Okay, now we have the piece of hair that we found on the brush from Patrick Milton's brushes, and we can compare that to the hair that we found on the victim, and you can see that's a match.
So we got common variety squirrel paintbrush fibers. The two samples are consistent with each other, but not enough for a positive identification.
So we're gonna go head back to the art studio. We have a warrant to search your studio.
That's outrageous. There's nothing here that has anything to do with your stupid investigation. You're violating my sanctuary.
Well, you're violating this warrant. Move.
You like to move it, move it. You have to move it, move it. You piece of and so on. Oh yeah. Nice statues. Real nice. Okay, so let's start with the painting.
So this is the famous painting in progress.
Let's have a look. Take some sample from the
Blue paint. But is it the blue paint?
We can check that out in the lab later on.
Now here's the statue our artist friend was finishing up the night before the wedding. The Vic had an ego, all right. I don't see any paint on her, though.
No, there's nothing special about this statue, so we can just skip that. We're going to go back here and have a look.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Still, it's always nice to be thorough because it'll end up on your point system later on.
A good idea to be thorough.
I mean your
there.
oh, what's it called? Your grade later on. So, well, hello. What's all this then?
A suspicious bag of powder. Now this paints a whole new picture, doesn't it?
Okay. So, let's head upstairs. Have a look around. Well, 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 what do we have here?
Killer tickets for the hottest show in town, night of the murder. Boy, you're lucky when you land these.
Let's have a closer look on the Well, what do we have here? I'm gonna use a spray on the... since it's ticket... it's paper, so...
Someday our prince will come, and this is it. Let's get this over to the lab.
Okay, so we found a print on the tickets for the hottest show in town.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Now, if Ackerman gives a second-hand item, quote unquote, I mean, figuratively speaking, second items like big screen TV and all that, why does he have this tiny little TV here then? One will never know. One will never know.
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
Yeah. Okay, well, it seems...
A good idea to be thorough, but nothing's there.
It seems that we're done here.